endured at Toby Johnson.
Walking into the first day of 7th grade at Toby Johnson, I remember how scared and worried we all were. We were overly concerned about how we looked, whether we looked cool or could make a good first impression to the people around us. Everyone made sure to wear their nicest brand names they owned, like American Eagle or Hollister shirts, with their new Nike or Puma shoes. I specifically remember beginning to plan my outfit days in advance, asking my sister for her cool, older, high school opinion. While I tried to make sure that my first day's outfit was the best thing to hit campus that day, I realized looks weren't the only thing I was worried about. I'm sure that all of us, not just me, were also worried about our classes and our teachers. This was no longer elementary school, where you had one teacher all day long who gave you recess and weekly homework packets. This was Toby Johnson, where you learned a different subject from a different teacher in a different classroom each period. What would we do if the workload was too hard? The teacher was too mean, or worst of all, we ended up getting homework over the weekend. As soon as I started working on schoolwork, I noticed that, yes, it was a lot harder than elementary school, and you did have to take it more seriously. One example is when I had 5 projects all due in the same week. At first, I started to stress out and get worried about due dates and how I would budget my time between band, school, and sports. Then, later on in the week, I figured out that you just had to be willing to work hard, and the goals that you wanted to achieve would soon come true. Academics wasn't the only thing I was afraid of. Social events also gave me butterflies. The first dance of 7th grade came along. This was finally my chance to see what school dances were really like compared to what I'd only seen or heard from TV or movies. I was nervous because I had no idea what to do, what to wear, or how to dance. But being in middle school was about being scared and trying new things. So I decided to go anyway. After spending a lot of time creating the perfect outfit, I was on my way. Trying to play it cool in front of my family, I confidently got out of the car and walked towards the line, only to realize that I couldn't see or find any of my friends. Trying not to panic and making it look like I knew exactly what I was doing, I walked into the gym, only to find most of my friends playing games. I sighed a breath of relief when I learned that being at a dance didn't mean you had to dance. Instead, it could mean just hanging out with your friends and having a good time. Toward the end of my 2 years at Toby Johnson, I came to the conclusion that it was okay not to know what to do in every situation. Learning how to get through those tough times was what middle school was all about. Being stressed out about how hard your schoolwork was going to be or what people thought of you didn't really matter. What mattered most was taking things in stride, or as most people say, going with the flow, and taking small steps toward achieving your big goals. In middle school, we often think that we need to find a way to be the smartest or the most popular kids there are, when all we really need to be is ourselves. I hope everyone takes that mentality with them as we say goodbye to middle school and look forward to a new school, a bigger school, high school. Whether we go to Franklin, Consumnes Oaks, or another high school, we will always look back on all the wonderful memories of different projects, themed dances, multiple spirit days, cool teachers, and friends. Whether they were happy, sad, embarrassing, or successful, these memories shape who we are today and who we would like to be in the future. At Toby, we learn to believe in ourselves, in our ability to strive and to do our best. To the Toby Johnson Tiger Class of 2008, congratulations.